Hello guys, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to another F1 video. I know it's been a little bit of a while, 2 weeks or a week or something. I'm not 100% sure, but today we're going to be predicting the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, which is going to be happening actually not too long after I release this video, because it's supposed to be out Saturday night and I'm actually, it won't be out Saturday night. I'm very sorry to tell you that. It'll be out tomorrow. It'll be out now for you who's watching this, or it'll be out before you've... Never mind, moving on to my predictions. Going to jump straight into it. As you can see some gameplay background of me is Max Verstappen racing on the Azerbaijan Grand Prix. Last, I'm going to go with Kimi Raikkonen. You'll be thinking, how is Raikkonen last? I reckon he's going to DNF. First corner, Raikkonen, swerve, DNF for Raikkonen. 19th, I'm going to put Nikita Mazepin. Pretty standard, whether he DNFs or not, it's going to be in the bottom 3. So I've got Mazepin 19th. Schumacher 18th, also pretty standard. That Haas car just isn't very good. They haven't looked good in practice really. Schumacher 18th. 17th, Latifi. I want to actually point out I've done this after practice 3 but before qualifying. So I have no idea what's happening in qualifying. For all I know, bloody Leclerc could have DNF'd out of Q1. I have no idea. Doing this after practice 3. So I've got Latifi 17th in the Williams. He had the crash in practice, I think. Practice 2, he had the crash. No, he didn't have a crash. It was an engine failure. That's why I'm getting confused. So not his fault. Maybe he'll come back up in the race. I don't know. I've just gone 17th because he's in the Williams, which is like the second worst car behind Haas. Pretty self-explanatory. 16th, I've got Giovinazzi. He's looked fast and he's looked good in... Wait, why have I put Giovinazzi 16th? He's looked fast in that Alfa Romeo, he's looked good in that Alfa Romeo. And now I'm questioning why I put him in 16th. But you can say that, maybe he breaks his front wing and has to pit and lose a load of places. I don't know. Giovinazzi 16th. 15th, I've got George Russell, obviously. He's in one of the worst cars in the Williams, but he does always show a bit more speed and power, obviously, once the Williams seat. He's good enough for it. 15th for him. 14th, we're going to go with Ocon. Alpine haven't looked that good. They've looked near the bottom of the midfield cars. At least Ocon has, in my opinion, during practice. Maybe he's just good in qualifying, I don't know. 14th for him. 13th, I've got Lance Stroll. Same thing, really. He hasn't looked as quick as his teammate and the AlphaTauris and the other midfield cars as the rest of them. So Stroll going to go 12th. No, Stroll 13th, sorry. Oh, a good driver. I don't think he'll do as well, obviously, with the circuit. 12th, I've gone with Yuki Tsunoda. AlphaTauri have looked very good. Tsunoda hasn't been as good as his teammate Gasly, but Tsunoda still looks pretty decent, so I'm going to go with 12 for Yuki, and just outside the point. 11th, I'm going to go with Alonso of the Alpine. There's no real reason for this other than the people I've got in the top 10 I think will do better than Alonso. Alonso I reckon will be, well, I've got him as the best of the non-point scorers. I think he has looked quite good in practice. Circuit he knows well. No, Circuit doesn't know at all. Well, Circuit he does, never forget that. He doesn't know it, obviously. I don't know why I said that. I just feel like Alonso may struggle compared to some of the midfield cars, but he's going to do very well still. Alonso 11th. I've been rambling about Alonso. He's looked good in practice, but I think he's just going to miss out. 11th. 10th, I've got Vettel. For me, I had my top 9 sorted out, and it was a 50-50 between Vettel and Alonso for 10th and 11th. I've gone with Vettel just because they had a really good strategy at Monaco, and it was obviously completely different because they're taking. But Vettel has looked a lot better in the Aston Martin recently. I reckon Alonso, he's made a few mistakes at Alpine. Obviously he's getting better, and he's obviously massively just world famous, a bit like Vettel. I mean, just like Vettel. But I'm going to go Vettel 10th, just edging it out on this one. 9th, controversial, I'm going to go Valtteri Bottas. Mercedes have not looked good. Mercedes have not looked good in practice. Bottas 9th, pretty self-explanatory really, because they've just looked poor, really poor during practice. Mercedes. 9th, I've got Bottas, and 8th, I've got Hamilton. Unless they can somehow pull them out the bag in qualifying, I'm going for Bottas 9th, Hamilton 8th. They just have not looked good. They've looked slow compared to their rivals, look very slow. 8th and 9th for the two Mercedes pairings. 7th, I'm going to go with Ricciardo. He looked good in practice 1, looked very good. Not quite as good in 2 and 3. But I think this is Ricciardo's turnaround point in that McLaren. I reckon it's really going to get some solid points, P7. And end this poor run and get some points from McLaren. And like turn his McLaren career around. 6th, Norris. Looked quite good, looked very good in that McLaren, better than his teammate. He's ahead of his teammate in my prediction. Just outside the top 5, I think. Just because I don't feel like McLaren's as good at this circuit as a 5 ahead of him. But saying about that, Norris will still do well. And 5th, I've got Gasly, who's just looked very, very good in practice. Obviously, he was top of practice 3. AlphaTauri have looked good around here. Gasly 5th, I mean, that's like not my outside prediction. Obviously, a lot of people pick them high up, but I'm going Gasly top 5. 4th, I've got Sainz. The Ferraris have looked very quick, a lot quicker than Mercedes, but not quite as quick as Red Bull. I've got Sainz 4, and not as quite as quick as his teammate Leclerc, who I've got 3rd. So Sainz 4, Leclerc 3, the Ferraris doing well. I don't think they'll quite do well enough for the top 2. 2nd, I've got Perez. This will be his first podium and good race for Red Bull. Red Bull's looked very, very good around the circuit. Perez 2nd, that means 1st, I've got Verstappen. Verstappen and Perez have both looked very good in the Red Bull. Obviously, Verstappen had his practice-free crash, but I don't think I'll knock him off. I don't think I'll knock him off at all. He was fastest, and I think practice 1 or practice 2 looked very good, as have the other Red Bull, the Perez. I reckon they'll both do well. I reckon they'll both do very, very well. Pick up a 1 and 2. So that means in the points I've got Aston Martin 10th, 2 Mercedes 9th and 8th, 2 McLaren 7th and 6th, Gasly in 5th and AlphaTauri, 2 Ferraris 4th and 3rd, and the 2 Red Bulls 2nd and 3rd. So quite checkerboarded there. Got the 2 Mercedes and 2 McLarens, 2 Ferraris, 2 Red Bulls. But that could change. Maybe we'll see Hamilton ahead of Ricciardo. Maybe see Bottas ahead of Ricciardo. Maybe Ricciardo's gonna be way down. People like Alonso and Tsunoda go into the top 10 instead. Maybe I've got it completely wrong with Giovinazzi and Raikkonen in the Alfa Romeos. Maybe they'll do a lot better than I predicted them to. But who knows? Azerbaijan is always a classic race in my opinion. I really like this race and this circuit. I think Azerbaijan is a very good race. Very interesting. Safety cars, crashes. It's got it all. Yeah, so I've just been rambling actually. I'm trying to get to the end of the race on screen. I mean, if I remember from when I recorded this footage, there's not a single more overtake, after which I just stick behind Albon. Which, by the way, as you notice, Albon's at Red Bull and Perez is at a racing point in the podium. I have obviously F1 2021 hasn't been released yet, but when it does, I'm hoping to get it almost as soon as it releases. F1 2021, and obviously I'll start doing videos on that, which I'm excited for because it's not too long away now. F1 2021. But I hope you did go on to enjoy. Leave your predictions down in the comments. There should be a reaction coming out a few days after the race. Hope you do enjoy the race if you're watching it. And I'll see you on the next one as you see me just trundling by now into the finish and now enough ERS, DRS overtaking, not enough speed to overtake my fellow Red Bull. But yeah, that's what I'm going for. Verstappen, Perez, Leclerc podium. Lastly, fastest lap. Fastest lap for Sergio Perez. Verstappen win, but Sergio Perez fastest lap is what I'm going for. And DNS, so Raikkonen and Mazepin. Hope you want to go on to enjoy. See ya.